Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back. Today is January 2nd, 2010. Beginning of a brand new year. Today, I wanted to talk about Saul Alinski a little bit. Saul Alinski was a communist agitator in Chicago. And in 1972, he wrote a book called Saul Alinski's Rules for Radicals, a pragmatic primer for realistic radicals. And what he wanted to do was change a system, change the system in the United States of America. And the system in the United States of America is capitalism. And he wants to change it to communism. I mean, that's what they want. They want communism. Chris Matthews, the commentator on Hardball on MSNBC, came up the other day and said that Saul Alinski is the hero of the left. Saul Alinski was a communist agitator, and Chris Matthews came out and said he's the hero of the left because he wrote a book that says that's supposed to be about taking from the haves and giving to the have-nots. But it's not about that. It's not about that at all. These people have been duped into believing that Saul Alinski was for the poor. Saul Alinski was for using the poor against the system to ultimately change the system from capitalism to communism. That's what it was. It uses poor people, it uses the minority, and dupes them into believing that they're working for them, but ultimately they are working to undermine the system of this great country, which is capitalism. Okay? He is not for the poor. He's about organizing the poor. He's about organizing and getting as much out of the government as it possibly can to collapse the system through welfare and what have you. And all of these do-gooder programs and social programs. That's what it's all about, using Cloward and Piven and the organization of Saul Alinski. Cloward and Piven's idea was to destroy the economy. And the way you do that is you destroy the welfare system. And how you do that is you go in with Saul Alinski's Rules for Radicals, you organize these poor and minority to fight for more. And then when they get more, they take that money and they fund their organizations like Acorn, like Greenpeace, like all of these do-gooder programs that have been taken over and hijacked by the Alinskyites. And this communist Marxist movement that's happening in the country. When Barack Obama got out of college, he hung around with crazy radicals like William Ayers, the Weather Underground. These are real people. These people want communism. They want control over the masses. That is what they're pushing for. Give me a freaking break, people. Prologue. Saul Alinski's Rules for Radicals. They are now the vanguard, and they had to start almost from scratch. Few of us survived the Joe McCarthy Holocaust. Joe McCarthy rooted out communisms in the 50s. In Hollywood. He got these people blackballed so that they couldn't work and create wealth to put the wealth towards their movement. Do you understand that? Their communist movement. Hollywood has made movies and rewritten history to make it look like McCarthyism was bad. Because, yeah, in a free country, it's not right, I guess, apparently, to go after people for speaking their mind. But they weren't speaking their mind. They're trying to change our system through revolution. So the American people are well within their rights to stop this movement. It's not about free speech, and it's not about freedoms. It's not about free speech. It's about stopping a revolution that will undermine our Constitution and our true Bill of Rights. These people are all about control. When Barack Obama got out of college, he went into the community organizing aspect of Saul Alinski's Rules for Radicals. He taught the people. He taught them this book on how to organize. They want power and control over you. For example, the the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights are not rights given to you by the government. They're rights given to you by God. The fact that you exist on this planet, whether you believe in God or not, the fact that you exist here gives you these inalienable rights that cannot be infringed upon by government. But yet Barack Obama and his Marxist communists in the White House want to give you a new Bill of Rights. Not rights from God, not rights because you simply exist. Rights that they can control you with. Health care. They want to be a right to a job, a right to a home. These are not rights from God. These are not rights. These are control mechanisms to control the masses of people in the United States of America. Is that so hard to understand? If they're paying for your home, they're going to tell you what to do. If they're giving you a job, who are you going to work for? Them. They control you. If they control your health care, they control every aspect of your life. Wake up, people. There was a guy out here the other day said, oh, I didn't see these Republicans coming out and screaming about George Bush spending all kinds of money. You didn't? For one, we're not Republicans, we're conservatives. And yes, why do you think there was such a reformation for change? Because we hated what he was doing, you idiots. That's why. And then Barack Obama comes in with his mesmerizing speeches and converts everybody to communism. And now we're all coming to the realization of what this really is. And that's why we're pushing back. We're in an economic collapse. Spending trillions and trillions of dollars is not going to get us out of this. It's going to get us deeper and deeper in debt, which means ultimately they will have to tax the hell out of us to pay our way out of it. And there's no way to pay out of it. $12 trillion? There's no way to pay that. They are looking to fundamentally transform the United States of America. Quote from Barack Obama. That should send chills down your spine. Fundamental. Do you know what fundamental means? Foundation. What's the foundation of this country? The Constitution. What's transformation mean? From caterpillar to butterfly. The fundamental transformation of the United States of America means to rewrite the Constitution and the Bill of Rights so that they can control the people. And that's the bottom line.